Hey everybody, it's Christy or Details and Me, and we are back with another video. I'm going to tell you right now, it's like triple digits outside, so we are going to be talking about something that has to do with not having to work in these conditions. Give me just a second. Look what I have. The unicorn of detailing, the legacy sponge. I got one. And here we go. Here we go. So what are we talking about? That's right. That's right, y'all. Rinseless washing. Why do we rinseless wash? Tons of reasons. The first reason, as I was mentioning, because of the elements. It is so much easier at times to not have to work in the blaring sun with soap, with foam.
Hey, Mom, can you do a Target order? We're out of Hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos. Sure, doll. Yeah, of course. Thank you. Bye. I'm not even going to edit that one out. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Life of a detailing mom. The audacity of the heat right now and of my child. Oh my goodness. Let's keep going. Rinseless. We're talking about rinseless washes. So I'm in my garage today because of the elements. It is just way too hot outside. I know that sometimes we can't escape it, but if we can, I'm doing this in the garage. I can't exactly foam in my garage because I don't have the, proper drainage and things of that sort. So what do? We do a rinseless. So let me get things together and let me show you how that's done. Okay guys, so we are going to talk about what I like to call the 3 E's of rinseless washing. Okay, so that would be the fact that it's economical, it is efficient, and it's absolutely effective. Okay, so we're going to start with the economical portion of it. Why rinseless wash? Why and how is it economical? Well, here we go. We have a 16-ounce bottle. This 16-ounce bottle is $16.99 on DIY Detail. This 16-ounce bottle will give you 32 gallons of a rinseless wash solution. You have an ounce of rinseless wash to 2 gallons of water. So that's essentially a half an ounce per gallon. Okay, that's a capful. So in order to measure that half an ounce, 1 capful. I have 3 gallons of water in here. So we're going to make a solution. We're going to put in 3 capfuls. So here's 1. Here's 2. And here's 3. And oh, you guys, forget the fact that it's economical, efficient, and effective. The smell is stellar. So there is my solution. I have the elusive legacy sponge here. I'm going to dip that in my solution, give it a little swish there, and I'm ready to go. So you guys, again, economical, 32 gallons. And what I'm going to do here, in order to have the right dilution ratio, it's 256:1. That does not matter if you are working in the exterior or in the interior. It is the same for every dilution, 256:1. So what I'm going to do to make it easy for me is I'm just going to take my IK and I'm going to fill it with what I already have in my gallon. And now I'm ready to go. Okay, so there we go. The first E, economical. Let me come back with how it's so efficient. Okay guys, so we talked about the economical part of a rinseless wash. So now let's go back and let's talk about how it is so efficient. This literally right here is a one-man band, okay? So you can use it on your windows. You can use it on exterior, on your trim. It works on bugs. It's gonna work on your paint, on your chrome, on the bumper, stuck on bugs in the front. It's going to work on your wheels and tires. I'm going to show you a few of these things here in a bit, but it is literally a one-man band that will do everything. And at 256:1, not having to change dilutions for each of those things, this is what makes it so darn efficient. I mean, it is what it is. Let me show you. Okay, so look at these windows. These windows are hammered, but it's okay because I'm going to come in with my IK and I'm going to pre-spray. And I'm going to give that rinseless a little time to work. You can tell that these windows are protected with really beautiful beading there. Gosh, I love the way that looks, sorry. So I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna take my sponge, and you can tell that there's surfactants in this rinseless because of the bubbles. But I'm going to squeeze my sponge until it's just on the verge of dripping, so you can see that there. And I'm gonna come back, and it doesn't matter what side I start with, but it is cool that there are two sides. I'm gonna go ahead and wash that window. And there is dirt here. I'm gonna do a dunk, and it's gone. That is the why of this. It is so darn efficient and effective. So I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna turn to my red here, and I'm just gonna get to the bottom because I did get a little bit of pre-spray on the bottom there. Again, there's dirt. One dip is all it takes. I'm gonna come back and I'm going to dry. Now this is not V2, this is version V1. Oh my gosh, can you just look at that? Look at that. There's the why, you guys, because it works amazingly. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I can't even believe it. V2 is supposed to be even more slick, which is crazy because I've always thought that this rinseless was pretty slick. There we go. Look at that. Okay guys, let me show you what it's like on this paint here. So again, I'm gonna pre-spray this panel. Usually when I'm doing a rinseless, I just work panel by panel, because for me it just works out better that way. Okay, so once again, I'm gonna give it time to sit. The protection isn't as great on the panel. Looks like it might be time for a little bit of decon, but there's still some beading going on. So once again, come over here with my sponge. I'm gonna rinse just until on the verge of dripping. Always that word, the verge, and I'm going to clean. So I'm gonna go back. I love that the sponge will help you get into the grooves here. Just go back and forth. And then I'm actually going to turn it around to get the very bottom, because that's usually the dirtiest part. Then I'm gonna come back. You can see there's tons of dirt there. One dunk, voila, it is gone. Beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna come back now. And dry this paint. Now you could use a drying aid if you would like to, but you don't need to with the rinseless. Look at that. Now, aside from a few imperfections that this car has, can you please look at that paint? I mean, it's like glass. Did I just polish? Did I just polish? Amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna do this one more time just because the magic never gets old. I'm going to pre-spray another panel. Of course, the point of pre-spraying is because it is dirty. You don't ever want to just go in with a rinseless bone dry. You want to pre-spray. Oh, look at that protection. Gosh, again, I never get sick of seeing that. But you want to pre-spray. You don't want to go in bone dry. You want this rinseless to do its job, and that job is to encapsulate the dirt. It's to emulsify it. It's to pull it down off of the panel. That way when you go in for the contact wash, you're essentially only mopping up what's left. You're not mopping up anything that is going to scratch your paint. And anything that is left is going to be caught up in the legacy sponge. So let's get that sponge. Let's come over here. Quick squeeze till it's dripping, and here we go. Let's wash. over. Beautiful. Come back in with a dirty sponge. And it's gone. Come back over here. Well, I guess I didn't need to squeeze it out if I'm going to dry. It's not going to streak. It's going to leave your paint looking nice and clean. Nice and clean. Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay guys, so we've talked about the economical part of a rinseless. So we've talked about the fact that literally out of a 16-ounce bottle, you could make 32 gallons of a rinseless solution. I think that's pretty amazing. We then talked about the efficiency, the fact that you can use Rinseless Wash at 256 to 1, at half an ounce to each gallon, all over your vehicle and all inside your vehicle. You could do the paint, the windows, the trim. We talked about the wheels. We talked about guts. I'm going to show you how to clean wheels and rinseless in a second. We've also talked about the fact that you could use it on the interior. You can use it on your leather. You can use it to bring up a light stain. You can use it to clean your plastics. You can use it to clean the infotainment screen or piano black trim. You literally can use it for everything. So let me show you what it's like on a wheel. Okay, so you're going to see here, we are going to be working with a wheel that's pretty hammered. It has not been cleaned in quite a bit. Again, this car just went to the mountains a couple days ago to go night fishing. My daughter and her boyfriend took it up there, and now it definitely needs some love. So I have my bucket here of rinseless solution. I only have about 1.5 gallons of water in here, so that's 1.5 cups of solution. I don't need that much. It's literally just to use for the washing and the rinsing portion. I do not have it in the same bucket that I have my rinseless solution for my vehicle. That's totally different. Totally different. I don't want to mix anything that I get off my wheels and tires with anything that I'm going to essentially put on my paint. So I am going to use today all clean diluted 10 to 1 just for the tires because they're pretty hammered. But I'm going to be rinsing with rinseless instead of with water. So let me show you what that looks like here. I'm going to quickly foam. That foam. I love this new foamer. So now I'm going to come in with a green flag tipped brush that's been soaking in rinseless, and I'm just going to clean this way. I love this flag tipped brush from DIY because the bristles really do get into a lot of places that other brushes won't. They are long enough to really reach inside. And then I'll use it also for those wheels and tires. Sorry, I meant for the tires. Then I'll come in and just kind of get a quick clean from inside the barrels. This is also DIY's tire brush there. One more time here. And it does work. I mean, look at that dirt. Now I'm going to come back with the rinseless to rinse. Tire rinsed. Now, this is what makes this so effective, is the fact that I can clean a tire just using rinseless solution inside my garage when it is triple degrees outside, and I can still get a very thorough and deep clean. I don't have to sit here and foam and foam again. Looks pretty clean to me. I'm going to come in with a dedicated microfiber for my wheels and tires. And I don't know about you guys, but that looks pretty clean. That is so effective. This DIY rinseless solution has a high amount of surfactants in it. And those surfactants is what makes this such a great cleaning product. It's fabulous. It doesn't leave anything behind. It literally just cleans. Now again, this is the V1, not the V2. I can imagine that the V2 is literally going to be climbing on top of the Eiffel Tower and beating its chest, because if V1 already works this well, then what is V2 gonna do? Because I don't know about you guys, but that's a pretty clean wheel. That wheel was hammered, and so was the tire. I know the light doesn't do it justice, but it cleaned. It really cleaned. All right guys, so I'm back to close up this video. You can probably tell how hot it is. I am glowing. That is sweat. That's not just because I glow, let me tell you. I mean, I do glow, but I'm sweaty. So here we go, you guys. There we have it for our Rinseless Wash solution by DIY Detail. The 3 E's, let me bring them back to you one last time. We have economical, we have efficient, and we have effective. The price point is perfect. You can't beat it for the amount of solution, gallons in a bucket that you can make to do these washes. The 256 to 1 for everything is crazy. The efficiency, the fact that you can clean anything and everything, the fact that it's so effective because it has an amazing amount of surfactants that are high quality, that are going to give your paint the clean that it needs without having to involve other chemicals. Rinseless solution is safest for your paint. If I had to choose between a rinseless, a dedicated cleaner, whether it be exterior or interior cleaner, or an APC, a rinseless solution is going to be the safest every time, without a doubt. So that's it, you guys, for today's Rinseless Wash detail. I hope you enjoyed. Please catch me for the next one. Bye.